What's up, everybody? It's your boy Louis Kachui again, and today I am going to show my appreciation for the American Midwest, the desert, the the the, the Wild West. I was gonna say the final frontier, but I'm pretty sure that's space. So, what from the West do I possess? It is a not a snow globe, but in the desert they have sand globes. Look at all that sand. So I got 7 of these bad boys, one for every trip out to, as you guessed it, Arizona. And I could not help myself. I never had a snow globe, but the sand globe spoke to me. And I just wanted to share my appreciation for them and give a little bit of facts. Because as I do this, I like to research whatever the heck I'm talking about just a little bit. Not like I'm ever going to be a professional in sand globes, but I do like to know a little bit of what I'm talking about and have some validity there. So, without a further ado, the first one for you is the Coco Pelli sand globe. That guy right there, little dude playing the pipe, he's jamming out, he's having a good old time. And if you ever go out west to the American Southwest, you will see that specific fellow all over the place because the Cocopilli, the Cocopelli is known as a fertility deity. That means it is like the spirit of childbirth and agriculture, which I did not know. I thought he was just a musical man, but apparently he's the spirit of childbirth and agriculture. So good people and good plants come from this guy. And I bet they're all musicians. So he's also been known as a trickster god, which is really interesting because, you know, he represents a whole bunch of stuff: childbirth, agriculture, the spirit of music, as you know, you'd expect from a guy playing a instrument, and trickery. He's a trickster. He likes to pull pranks. I'll invite this guy to my Halloween party, or somebody should go as him for Halloween. Ooh, I'm gonna put that on the drawing board. With the second one I've got, this is one of my favorite birds. It's a quail, and I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Look at this funny little feather on the top of his head. So the real life quail does do, like, they have that funny little feather sticking out of the front of their face like an anglerfish. And I couldn't really find exactly what that feather was. I was too busy admiring them because these are, again, like anytime I'm out there, I love seeing the quails. The little baby quails follow behind them in a perfect line, like you would see ducks, and they run really fast. Look, I'm standing on a cactus there. I love this bird. Really, it's funny. And if anybody else from my age range remembers the old 90s cartoon, Doug, he turns into Quail Man. That's the bird that Quail Man is based off of. That's why he puts the belt on his forehead. Oh, good times. Reminiscing. The third one I've got for you. These, it's not a wolf, but it's a coyote. You see he's got his little puppy next to him. And these guys, from what I've heard, are actually booming in population. They seem somewhat as vermin now, upsettingly, because, you know, little dogs. Nothing wrong with dogs. But, you know, they also happen to eat our pet dogs out there. Dogs eating dogs is not a great thing. I wouldn't condone it. There needs to be a solution there, but they've been known to run 43 miles an hour, which is pretty scary if they're chasing you. They can swim, so there's no escaping in the water. They're omnivores, so they might get tired and eat vegetables instead of you. And they're good for urban and rodent control. Urban rodent control, not urban and, but yeah, they're good for urban rodent control. These guys probably feast on whatever people got running around out of restaurants and whatnot. So that's cool. I've I don't think I've ever seen a coyote in real life. I hope to one day from a safe distance. I have seen one of these though, and the fourth one is the hummingbird. You got the hummingbird drinking from a flower. Isn't that gorgeous? And what I like about hummingbirds is their colorful wings and feathers. It's almost like a sheen where it starts out looking green, but they just like blue in it. There's red sometimes. They're really colorful birds if you ever get your eye on them. They move pretty fast. There's 350 different species of them. They can move 360 degrees. That means there's no direction they can't fly in. They can hover as well, where I know we've probably seen birds that'll fly in the wind and then catch that, gust of wind where they could just kind of float there. But a hummingbird can flap its wings so fast that his body just hovers there, even though he's working his little butt off to stay there. And as a fun little fact, before I put this one down, last time I was out there, I'm sitting there making, a little noise by myself, and I hear it behind me. I thought it was a person making fun of me, so I was turned around and I was like, "Oh, you can make the noise too." And nobody was there. I was completely by myself, but I kept hearing, and I look up, and there was a hummingbird at the hummingbird feeder, and I swear and it looked right around and made the same noise right back at me. So they're too small to tweet, but they can squeak, which is just phenomenal. I love that. It is perfect for such a little guy. Ah, the fifth one. This one's dangerous. This is a rattlesnake, and there you go. Get rid of the glare. So this is a diamondback rattlesnake. They are incredibly venomous. You could tell by this guy's got them. There's little diamond patches that'll run along the whole snake, and if that doesn't help you in saying to yourself, "Oh, that's a diamondback," it's got this little rattle on the back end of its tail that once that starts shaking, you're gonna know. There won't be any doubt that that is the death rattle. It is coming for you, and you should just start walking the other way, because these things can be from 4 to 6 feet long. If I saw if I saw a 6 foot long one of these guys, I don't even know if climbing a tree would help, because it's a snake. I know snakes can climb trees. Um, yeah, definitely wouldn't recommend. Keep your distance. Caution, as the internet says, danger noodle. And it is better in a sand globe. I'll keep them in there. Don't worry. I'll be just fine. The sixth one is a little bit less than the rattlesnake, but no more pleasant. It's a desert scorpion. It can go up to 5.5 inches. Non-toxic, but I can guarantee you it's still going to be painful. Look at the giant tail there with a big old needle at the end. And then, as if the giant needle tail wasn't enough, look, he's got crab claws. Big pincher arms, crab claws. Why? It's like a mix between a spider, a crab, and whatever uses its tail to stab you. Unless, that was just invented for the scorpion, the spider crab. So, gotta love that. I know that in certain places people eat these things. I'm not signing up for that. I wouldn't recommend it, probably, unless it was unable to pinch your face while you're eating it. And the last one on this list, I will cap it off with my favorite thing about Arizona, and the Midwest. The saguaro cactus. These things are so cool. Having lived out east for my whole life, been surrounded by trees in the forests, when I saw a cactus for the first time, I felt like I was on another planet. It's incredible to know that these are on our planet, and they are so freaking cool. If you could get out there and see one in real life, like a big one, just the big ones can go from 150 to 200 years old. Isn't that crazy? It's ridiculous. And over 50 feet tall, they can grow. Adds more to the awe inspiring moment when you see it. You're like, wow, it's taller than I am. And of course, that's where the name for Saguaro National Park comes from. These beautiful boys. Look at that. Old cattle skull next to it. There's some desert ambiance for you. And that is my little desert globe collection. I'll get them one last visual for you guys before I put them away and end things off. I thought this would be a fun way to display the first of many of my collections. I've been collecting things for far too long without, an aim of what I'm doing with them. But yeah, there you go. Like the 7 Dragon Balls, I'm gonna make sure this doesn't fall off, but I can now make a wish from the Arizona Sand Globe Dragon. I love it. And I hope you've enjoyed this as well. I know that tons of people have their fun little knickknacks and whatnot that they like to collect and have assortments of. So by all means, leave yours in the comment. Tell me all about it. Let's share that enthusiasm. And thank you so much for joining me on this. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll make sure the next one is just as interesting, if not more. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much.